I'm Darren from Akshon Esports, and this is Akshon Recap, the show where we highlight various ongoing stories within the Overwatch Esports community. Our first story isn't exactly Overwatch related though. Arguably, the biggest annual esports tournament in the world, the International, is back again. This year in Vancouver, BC, featuring the best Dota 2 teams from all over the world to fight for the Aegis of Champions. Each year, the International breaks records for having one of the largest prize pools available in esports, and this year is no exception. Surpassing its own record with last year's tournament, the International 2018 prize pool is $24,937,606 US. Jesus. Compared to last year's prize pool of $24,787,916. This means the first place team will walk away with nearly $11 million. At the surface, this isn't a significant increase compared to last year, but the fact that each year the Dota 2 community is able to raise the prize pool to such heights is incredible to see. In other less than joyous news, the Overwatch contender scene is making headlines yet again as DotEsports reported that EnVision Esports, a contenders team that disbanded months ago, has not paid its staff or players for their services up till June 2018. You might know the current EnVision Esports roster as the new Team Envious lineup in NA contenders. According to the article, former EnVision CEO Artur Minikov was frustrated from seeing little to no return on his investment on the EnVision roster, but assured that the staff will be paid within 30 to 40 days from the date of the quote. Former EnVision coach Robert Roffelgater Maliki says that this problem isn't unique to Minikov and EnVision. The Tier 2 Overwatch scene has a history of having issues paying their teams. This isn't exactly an issue limited to Overwatch either, as other esports games have had numerous instances of organizations not paying their players promptly. The Tier 2 scene for Overwatch has been criticized by the community for a lack of support compared to the flagship Overwatch League. Time will tell whether or not Blizzard will change things up to make playing in the contender scene more appealing to prospective Overwatch Pro players. As for this particular infraction, we'll have to wait and see what comes from this story in the future. Last week saw the start of the top 24 group stages for the Overwatch World Cup 2018. 6 teams competed in Incheon, South Korea to battle for the spot to play at BlizzCon later this year for the main event. South Korea and Finland finished first and second place respectively, beating Russia, Japan, Chinese Taipei, and Hong Kong. South Korea, the favorite in this group, had an impressive showing as they did not even drop a single match. Finland also finished strong, only losing to South Korea. The next group stage will take place in the United States on September 7th, 2018, where crowd favorites Team Canada and Team USA will take center stage. For our next story, former Lunatic High DPS pro Injae Eska Kim has entered the Korean Esports Hall of Fame under the Heroes category. The Heroes category consists of players who have accomplished the following: earning runner-up in a global level tournament, winning 3 tournaments, and other game-specific milestones such as achieving 1,000 kills. Eska has since joined OP Gaming Rangers as of August 20th to get a chance to play in more tournaments for PUBG before the start of his military service. According to Garamchun, Eska is the only currently active FPS gamer inductee in the list, making this feat all the more impressive to say the least. Off-season news for the Overwatch League has started to surface, as Changgeun Chang Park, the coach for GC Busan and more notably the London Spitfire, has parted ways with the organization. This news comes as a bit of a surprise, seeing as the London Spitfire won the inaugural Season 1 champion title. We'll have to wait and see which team Coach Chang will assist next. But many are speculating, and sources are leaking that supposedly his next home will be none other than the Seoul Dynasty. And on the topic of the Seoul Dynasty,
안녕하세요. 서울 다이너스티 메인 탱커를 맡게 된 피셔입니다. 반갑습니다. 글래디에서 이제 저를 위한 선택을 해줘가지고 제가 이제 서울 다이너스티를 결국 예전부터 원했어가지고 오게 되었는데 여기 와서 정말 열심히 할 테니까 많은 응원 부탁드립니다. 감사합니다.
In our biggest story of the day, LA Gladiators main tank player Changgeun Fissure Beck has announced that he has been transferred to the Seoul Dynasty for Season 2 of the Overwatch League. This news is not as surprising as you may think, given that during the playoffs, Fissure had been considering the Dynasty as his new home for the next season, According to Gadamchun's translation of Fissure's recent stream, the departure was amicable and the Gladiators organization has helped Fissure in every step of the transfer, and he is very thankful to his former team. One interesting note from the translation is that many teams gave Fissure an offer, but he decided on Dynasty in the end, as it was the team he wanted to play for the most. We will provide a link to the translations of his stream below for anyone interested. But in summary, Fissure seems very happy about the transfer and is excited to play for his new team. The community views this transfer as a major upgrade for the Dynasty lineup, and we anxiously await for the start of Season 2 of the Overwatch League where Fissure will be playing under the gold and black jersey. What do you make of this story? Are you back on the Dynasty hype train with the addition of Fissure? Or will we see the return of Ryujehong yet again? As always, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and share as it really helps out the channel quite a lot. Otherwise, be sure to subscribe and follow us on Twitter if you want to stay up to date with all of our content, and hit that bell to stay notified. This has been Darren from Akshon Esports, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.